Alright, you tubba dooba dooba dooba, make a goddamn doobie. What's up? It's your boy, Humania Mikey, up here in the man cave. Hopefully gonna have a good connection this time. Because it's kind of weird. We have two modems. We have one downstairs, Arius, and one up here in the man cave called Link Seas or something like that. And yeah, I might have to try and have the cable company come out here and get shit figured out, because we shouldn't need two modems, I don't think. And I think that's what's causing the issue. And I tested speedtest.net and it said I have a 5 upload speed, which is pretty good. It's not back. Hey, he's back again. What's up, Dark? This is pretty much just a test. We're just gonna shoot the shit for a little bit. See if I changed the modem. I have two modems. Why, I don't know. But yeah, we had family that lived here before and they wanted another modem for some dumb reason. So yeah, I might call the cable company and have them come out and see what works best, and see if we can't get a 5 upload speed, you know, max the fuck out to like a goddamn, who knows, 10 or fucking 20 or something. If we can do that, then shit, we gonna have some crazy ass uploads, man. Some nice live streams. But what do you think, man? Should I take the time to try and do some PlayStation Plus tonight? I don't know, it's getting kind of late. I got work tonight, tonight. I wish. I'm more of a nighttime person, but yeah, I might do that tomorrow. Yeah. No, you were asking about the Sally house. Well, I'll tell you what, bro. Marilyn, what's going on? That's weird. We just had Dark in here. Madeline just showed up, and it's only telling me we have one. And Dark's in here, and it's only telling me we have one. So one of you are like, oh, like mysterious and stuff. How's the connection? Everything all good? Hate life now. Why do you hate life now, man? Life is just amazing. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was the wrong modem. I picked the modem that's upstairs here. Not lucky at all. Sorry about that. You just gotta go out and get lucky, man. You just gotta go out and be like, "Hi, bro." And he'd be all like, "What's up, girl?" He'd be like, "Wanna have some fun?" And he'd be all like, "Yeah." I'm sorry. I've had a bad night tonight. So a Ouija for the win, man. Oh man. Oh, Dark, you were asking me about the bad dreams I was having. After the other night that we did the custom-made Ouija board, well, it was about a couple nights later. I think it's mainly due because of the bats. I don't hear them right now, but last weekend I stayed up, and I'm sorry if I don't see all your chats or whatever. I can always hit this and go up. My bad just adds to my bad life. Oh, you got a good life, man. You're young, have a good life, man. You know, if one thing doesn't work out, try something new. You know, I will tell you this much: life is fucking short, man. It is fucking short. So make the most of it. I think Madeline, you were saying you're like 20 or so. You may think you're like getting old. No, You got a lot of years, man. So make the most of it, man. Just time to party hard, party hard, party hard, whatever that song is. That's what I did back in the day. But yeah, man. Glad to hear that. Anyway, Dark was asking me about the bad dreams I was having after the custom Ouija board thing. Nothing too crazy. I did say goodbye. We had a VU, and I actually got to thinking about that today. I'm wondering if that isn't like initials or something like that. I'm actually thinking about talking to somebody that is into, the dark shit, and not to say like he's a Satanist or anything, but he has the balls to do it, and thinking about getting a board, but not here, mainly because I don't want to mess anything up here in the house. I mean, bats are enough, I know fucking bats. I'll get to that in a minute. But I don't need anything to fuck with my daughter or my wife or anything else. But yeah, I forget when we did that last custom Ouija board session, but I don't know. A few nights later, I do believe it was, it would have been a Saturday night. Yeah, it was last Saturday night. I stayed up all night to make the most of the day. That's what I like to do. And I just played games or whatever and just did whatever I do. Just trying to stay up late, drink a lot of Red Bull, and played some games. And currently I'm playing Life is Strange. It's a weird game, by the way. And then I got done with that for a while, and I started watching, this is really weird, by the way. I started watching some World War II documentaries because, it's kind of a fucked up war, like the Vietnam War. But I found this really good documentary on Netflix, and I started watching it. And it's not like most documentaries that you see where, you watch it for like 5 minutes and you're all like, no, this one's more like a story, and like, I wish I had all the actors' names that are involved as far as like narration. But I know Tom Hanks is in there. He narrates a little bit, and there's a famous black guy. I can't think of his name, but he's in some Call of Duty games. I can't think of his name. And Meryl Streep, she was narrating a little bit. And it was just a really, really good documentary. And it's actually a TV series, which kind of blew me away because, like, I was watching it and I thought, well, this is just a movie. Because it was like 2 hours long. And then I was done with it, and then I realized it was a TV series, and there's like 5 more episodes, or 6, or whatever. And they're all like 2 hours long. I'm like, God damn. And so yeah, been watching that, and it's really interesting because it's not boring to watch. When I was in high school, I'd watch history stuff on TV. They'd have films that they would show you, and I was a kid in the back of the class being all like, because it wasn't interesting to me. And but this documentary was really good. If I remember, I'll link it I'll probably forget, but it's on Netflix. It's just really good. And well, I was watching that, and I stayed up all night watching that. It was like probably 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and I wasn't sleepy. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm gonna make the most of the day, most of the weekend. Fuck it. This is the last weekend, by the way. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna make the most of the weekend. So I stayed up and I watched it, and I started to, feel a little derpy because I was tired, but I had the Red Bull in me, and I was like, tired, but not tired, man. And so when that show was over, I started hearing these fucking bats in the walls, man. They're not making any sounds right now because I've learned a little technique. I learned that if I just make a lot of noise, I start banging on the walls and shit, that shuts them up. But I shit you not, man. Like, I was up here in the man cave. We have this hallway down here. And I was watching this video. I got done watching it, and then I started watching something on the computer or something, with the volume turned down, fairly low. And I could have swore somebody was in the room with me. Now, my wife and my daughter were out of town. They went to go see my wife's dad. And I could have swore like something was like walking around next to me. That's what it sounded like. So I'm like, what the fuck? What's up, Madeline? We're just saying how I was watching a documentary on World War II, and how that was last weekend, and how I stayed up all night last Saturday night and didn't get any sleep, mainly because of fear, because I was up in the man cave. I know we have bats, but I didn't hear any bats, right? Usually you hear a bat flopping around in the walls or whatever. And by the way, it's like almost $2,000 to get that bitch fixed. Fuck. Yeah, I was quoted like 600, but whatever. So anyway, the wife and the kiddo, they were out of the town. They were out visiting her dad, my wife's dad. So they were out of town last weekend, so I was here by myself, and I could have swore I heard something behind me, like in the hallway, actually. And so I look around, nothing. I'm like, because of the whole custom Ouija board thing, maybe I fucked up something, That's why I say if I actually get a board, I might do it somewhere else. Like, I don't care if I see like fucking shadow figures or anything else like that, but stay away from my kid, man. That's all I ask. Stay away from my wife, all that. You fuck me over all you want. I don't give a damn. But so I thought I heard like not footsteps, but the floors up here are kind of creaky, but it wasn't like a creak sound. It was like something was kind of like this. Something like that. But it was behind me. It wasn't this, like this is right next to me. This sounded like it was behind me, like in the hallway. And I know what the bats sound like because they're in the walls. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now, keep in mind, this is like 1 in the morning or so. Haven't had any sleep. I've had a bunch of Red Bull. I'm starting to get a little freaked out. But I'm trying not to puss out, you know. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look around, nothing. I'm expecting to see that rocking chair moving back and forth, right? Nothing. And I shit you not, every time I look back, it stops. And then I go back to watching a video or whatever I'm watching, or playing a game or something. I think I was just watching YouTube. And then all of a sudden, like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right. So I started, sorry. Had a little drink tonight, sorry. Let me flip my flipper. All right. You probably won't see this too well. Let me get some light on here. There we go. This is where my guitar lays. This is where I've heard these little bastards here. This is the hallway, by the way. It's my guitar. And here is the wall that I've heard these little bastards in, or at least one of them. And usually when I'm up here by myself, that's when they tend to make some noise. And never mind the chalk on the wall, that's kids. Kids will do that. But every once in a while you'll hear them, you know, kind of do something like that. And I don't know where the hell they've come in at. But it wasn't that, you know, it was something else. Like, I don't know, man. So I, you know, I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? What the hell is making that noise? And I couldn't figure it out. By the way, who's still here? It's telling me we have 1 viewer. Just curious. Anybody? Am I talking to myself, bro? I'm watching my own live stream. Strange. Who's here? You guys gotta share the video, man, so we get some more people up in this bitch, man. We're getting a great connection now. Who's here, man? Madeline, you here? Dark, who? Anybody? Oh, well, somebody's here. Somebody's watching me and they're stalking me. Crazy. But kind of cool. Yeah. But, yeah, anyway, I ended up, like, figuring out that it must have been, like, the bats or something, because, yeah. I haven't heard that much noise in a while, and I figured it had to be the bats. It had to be. And then it got to be like 5 in the morning or so. Then in that wall over there, I started to hear that kind of noise. So I knew then there it was a bat. Like, son of a bitch. And so I don't know if I have a colony of bats or what. But what was it? Monday I called a couple places around town, and one place quoted me like $600 to come out and You know, well, they said between $600 and $700 to get the bats taken care of, and they'd seal everything up. And I shit you not, they said $600 to $700. After they came out and they looked at it and everything, they said, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be $1,600." Like, okay. Tell you what, how about I just bend over and you just like take a big old baseball bat and just shove it up my ass as far as you can. Why not? And see if I have any money in the fucking bank. Take that out. If that's not enough, take that out. Take that baseball bat out and maybe you know, find something bigger like I don't know, like a what's bigger than a baseball bat? Just a fucking pineapple, and shove that up my ass too. I'm like, how do you go from $600 to $1,600? What the hell? So, yeah, I don't get it. So, yeah, anyway. The bats are quiet tonight and last night because what I've been doing, and now it's illegal where I live to actually kill the bats, unfortunately. But what I've been doing is I've been taking a tennis racket. I'm not gonna do it right now, but when I come up here in the man cave because I can't stand to listen to them motherfuckers. In dark, I'll get to that story here in a minute about my nightmares. But what I come up and I do is I come up stairs. I'm like, all right, bats, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Show yourself, bitch. And none of them fly out. None of them. Now, I won't say if I knock any of them out or anything like that, but I will say this. If they're going to come flying at my face, and I got a tennis racket, self-defense, bitch. Self-defense. So, yeah. But yeah, I haven't heard anything since then. I don't know if my mind was playing tricks on me because I had stayed up all night, didn't get any sleep. I didn't really hear all those noises until like, see, I stayed up Saturday night, so like it would have been like 10 a.m. Sunday morning. Yeah, and I was just trying to watch some vids, and you know, it was quiet for a while. Then all of a sudden you'd hear, you know, on the wall or some shit. I was like, the fuck? And yeah. So I don't know. I wanna have these guys come out, but for $1,600, man, that's a lot of cash, man. So it says we still have one viewer. Who's still here, by the way? Just curious, by the way. Let me know. Anybody? Somebody? You can type away, man. Just a little typey. Be all like boobies. The boobies are good. I don't know. Unless I don't have a refresher. Well, Madeline said that she was back at 9:43. It's currently about 10 minutes after. Madeline, you still there? Hello. Nah, my phone's telling me somebody's here. Somebody gotta be here. Alright, cool. I see how it is. Yeah, I see. Alright. But for Dark, Dark was wondering about my nightmares I was having. It was mainly because of the bats, mainly. One nightmare I had was, I was knocking these fuckers out, but then one was like flying at my face and just hovered, like right in front of my face, and just sneered at me and just like laughed at me, and then I knocked his ass out. Let's see, another nightmare that I had, and this again is after the whole pizza board Ouija thing that we did. Trying to think here. I know I had two of them. There was another, oh yeah, there was another bat dream where I was, up here in the man cave, I'm knocking them out, taking care of business. But one of them was playing possum with me. One of them was like chilling in a windowsill. I had like some fucking bat spray or something, and I sprayed it. Like, there's not a bat spray that I know of anyway. So I sprayed it, and it like, flipped over like a dead cockroach. So I walked away to get a bag to take care of it. When I come back, the bastard's gone. I'm like, what the hell? And then he eventually flies around me, and he lands back where he was, and he's laughing at me. So I spray him, and he flops back around like a dead cockroach. He's playing possum, and he looks like he's dead. So I spray him again. Now, this is in a dream, just so you know, because I know there's a lot of animal rights people out there. I understand all that. I know it's illegal to kill them. I get that. So the second time that it happens in the dream, I'm like, what the hell? And so I get like a plastic bag. I go to pick him up, and then he starts flopping around, and he's freaking out. And I'm like, oh, hell no, son. And I like throw him out the window. And yeah, I basically wake up after that. As far as anything Ouija board related, nothing really. As far as from the last video, live stream, whatever, that we did, the VU, and how it died, or he or she died at 18, 19. I have no clue. No clue. I've had uncomfortable feelings about what we did on the live stream. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't told my wife about it, obviously. I've actually thought about deleting the video, because if she ever finds out about it, my ass is gonna get yelled at. But she's always told me, if I ever get one of those boards, you're not gonna bring it into the house. And I'm like, all right, cool. But again, I don't want to mess up anything with my daughter or my wife or the house here. If anything wants to haunt me, fine, whatever. I got fucking bats in the walls, so, you know, bring it. Why not? I've lived a good life, you know. By the way, I'm actually writing a song. I'm not gonna say what it's about, but you guys will like it. I'm gonna eventually work on it. I got all the lyrics wrote out, but yeah, it's interesting. But as far as an actual Ouija board and the Sally House, I do still want to go to the Sally House. I do. Been trying to get another camcorder actually tonight, but yeah, tonight was just one of them nights where it was like, what the fuck? If you caught my last stream, you'll know what I was talking about. Crazy. Went to one store, they're like, no. Went to another store, they're like, I went to another store, they're like, well, I don't know what that store is talking about. And like, does anybody know what they're talking about? I mean, Jesus. So if I do eventually get the, Madeline, what's up? So if I do eventually get the camcorder that I want, a Sony Handycam, then I'll possibly have 4 cameras that I can take with me to the Sally House, which is pretty cool. Right, because there is like a nursery room. If I remember right, there's a nursery room, there's the master bedroom, there's the basement, and kitchen, living room, whatever. But the only problem is I don't know how Live Sci-Fi did it. If you guys would tweet Live Sci-Fi this video, or say, hey, Humania Mikey he really wants to go to the Sally House. When are you guys planning to go? Because I'm not afraid to play in a Ouija board with him. As long as whatever comes through stays there and doesn't fucking follow me home, fine. But as far as, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man, like, when I was playing that pizza board thing, I ended up ripping that shit up because that got a little strange, man, because yeah, that shot glass, I was not moving. I was not. I closed my eyes actually, and when it stopped, I would open my eyes, and every time it went VU. Like, what the hell is VU? And actually, if you watch that stream towards the end, like if I hold my phone just right, let's see if I can remember where it was. I have a blanket on that wall there, but that light's not right. During the stream it wasn't there, but at the time that if I remember right, that blanket was up, or maybe it was like this way, I can't remember, but the lights were dim, and all of a sudden towards the end of the stream there was a light that came through. So if you guys go back to that stream, I think I actually made a comment on the video saying, hey, check this out. On a certain time there's a light that came through, and I didn't turn on any lights or anything. So yeah, figure that one out. So that kind of freaked me out just a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. Enough to make me actually tear up the pizza box. Yeah, good old Ouija, man. But the wife will not let me buy one and keep it in the house. She's really against it. I can't talk tonight. Against against it. I can't say that word. Fuck it. Whatever. But I do know of a couple people that are willing to play it. And there's supposedly a place here in town that's supposed to be haunted because somebody had killed themselves there. And we had talked about going out there and, doing it. The only problem is it's out in the middle of nowhere, so we won't get any Wi-Fi. So that's why I like about live sci-fi is they do everything live. And if you're not doing it live, then shit can be debunked real easy. They can say, "Oh, you faked it." You did some video editing, whatever. And I could easily do some video editing easily. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. It's easy. But that's what sucks about the Sally House is I gotta figure out how to get internet down there. If I can't get internet down there, then I probably won't go. So I will keep you guys posted on that. I don't know. We still want to go because the kid, she wants to go to Worlds of Fun and Oceans of Fun, which I still want to go as well. And if we go there, we can get a hotel, and it's only like an hour away from the Sally House. My wife's kind of concerned about it because she has to miss some work. But if I have to, I'll just rent a car myself and just go to the fucking Sally House myself. Fuck it. But that's only if they can get me internet. Reliable fucking internet. Because I'm not gonna set up a camera and, play a Ouija board by myself and, say, "Oh, hey guys, here's what I got." Because somebody could say, "Oh, that's fake," because it's not live. "Oh, you doctored that footage," whatever. So, yeah. I will keep you posted on that. Looks like we're down to one viewer. I don't know who's here. Who's here, man? Somebody's here. Somebody. Madeline, you're still here, Dark? We got a like, so that's pretty cool. We got a ghost watching us. Awesome. Alright, well, I suppose I'm going to watch some spooky stuff. Because now I'm in the mood to watch some spooky shit. But yeah, if I do go, I will let you guys know right away. And if I don't, then I will try and talk to somebody that wants to, if not play the Ouija board, get on the like a ghost box or an EVP recorder. I might actually buy one of those here actually pretty soon. And yeah, I don't think there's anything in this house. Who knows? But we could take it out to a graveyard and try it. and see how that goes. I don't know. It's not really respectful, but I don't know. Also, another house. If we don't make it to the Sally house, there's another house that's actually closer to me, the Velisca X murder house. So that's possibly a trip that I can make. I think it's like 2 hours away from me. So, if you guys don't know, that's a house that's supposed to be haunted. There was like 8 people that died there, and yeah, 6 of them were kids. So yeah, I want to do this shit myself, man, because why not? I've seen a lot of paranormal stuff, like live investigation shit on YouTube, and I want to take my own personal touch to it. Like, they all go in with the crew and nothing happens. I think I have a theory about that because they say that entities feed off of fear and whatnot, and because there's a team that goes there, then the team, they kind of all group together and they're not afraid or whatever. But if I go there myself and I'm getting freaked out, then something might happen, you know? I don't know. I've never really played around with it too much myself, but you never know. Something could happen, something might not. You never know. You're not gonna know unless you try. So, anyway, I'm getting tired. My ass is gonna probably go to bed. Now we got 2 viewers. What's up, second viewer? Who we got now? Say hello. Say what up, man. Shit. We're just talking about spooky haunted places, man, that I want to go visit. Anybody there, man? I think we just have ghosts watching us, man, because they're not typing anything, man. I'm calling you out, man. I'm calling you out, bro. Just type something, man. Just type something. No, wait. Just a little typey. Just say, like, boobies. If you like boobies. If you like ass, type ass, man. Shit, something, man. Or, like, come up with the most craziest comment that you can think of. Be all like, I was eating a frog, and then all of a sudden, my life changed. I saw bubbles. Lots of bubbles. I go back to normal. Oh, we're back in the dream sequence, bro. Yeah. Man, what's on your mind, man? Who's here, man? Victoria's here. Victoria, I think you're the only one here. Mel, I'm sorry. I keep seeing your last name. I'm thinking of my song Victoria Red. What do you think of the dream sequence, man? It's a little trippy. I like it. But there's someone else here, man. It says 2. 2. We got Madeline and a ghost. Dark is back. All right, we got Madeline and Dark. All right, cool. You guys like the dream? I'm like high as fuck. Oh, we're up to 3. Everybody likes the dream sequence, bro. They like the dream sequence. Alright, so now I gotta repeat myself. I was like yapping away for a fucking half an hour, so we're gonna talk for just real briefly about the Sally house here. Had to take the trash out. Oh shit, I gotta do that too. Give my dog a wash. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Where's my bubbles at? Where's my bubbles? I want my bubbles. Dude, I'm high as shit. Bubbles! Alright, well, since you're high as shit, we're gonna keep this on the dream sequence here. Hell yeah, son. Yay. So, you were asking me about the, where did you leave off, by the way, Dark? Did you hear about my nightmares and stuff? I was talking about them a little bit. Bro. Just like. Nope, was taking out the trash and giving my dog a bath. Man, that was like a long ass time ago, bro. I think it had a little time lapse. That was like 20 minutes ago, and it seems like 5 hours ago. What kind of bath did you take, man? Did you give your dog a bath, or did you take bath salts, man? I gotta know, man. Anyway, real quickly about... Oh, we lost somebody. Madeline, you still there? They're like, man, this guy's fucked up. I'm out of here. I'm guessing Dark's still here. Madeline, wake up. Wake up. Wake up! Alright. This is so weird. I get like 2 viewers and somebody says I'm here. But now you're saying you're here. Last time Madeline was saying she's here. I'm so confused. I'm so scared. Anyway, about the dreams, it was mostly just bat related. Last Saturday night, I stayed up all night because I like to do that. I like to, you know, press myself to the limit. And my wife was out of town. She was staying with her father. And so I was like, fuck, I'm just going to stay up all night, make the most of the weekend. And shit. I could have swore down this hallway. Now, normally these fucking bats that I have, you can hear them in the walls. 1 or 2 in the walls. And it's just a little something like that, you know, or a little flap of the wings or something. And it sounds like there's only like 1 or 2. I'm not sure. Who knows? I could have a goddamn colony or some shit. And yeah, it was weird because this was like 10 in the morning or so, and like I said, I stayed up all night, and it was just weird. And I had a lot of crazy ass bat dreams. And yeah, so I don't know. I still want to go to the Sally house. But I want to get this camera too. I gotta make the most of my summertime. Right now I got 5 more days. Hang on. I got shit. I got 5 more days till I become a sophomore. Alright, cool, man. Yeah. Did you catch what I was talking about the whole Ouija board shit? Um, because yeah, last weekend it was crazy. Like I was hearing stuff like behind me, and it didn't really sound like the bad. It sounded more like something like this. Here's my little end table I have here, and it sounded more like this. But it sounded like it was like right behind me. And at one point, it almost sounded like keeps buffering. Really? That might be the dream sequence. I don't know. That better? It's not telling me I have a poor connection this time. Actually, finally. But yeah. At one point, I thought there was something like actually on the fucking walls or something. Like, not on the wall, but like on the ceiling. The roof. That's what I meant to say. And like, man, I'll lose my goddamn mind. But yeah, I'm not too. All right. Hang on. I'm closing YouTube and reopening it. All right. I'll give you a sec. Let me know when you come back. Yeah, it's telling me I have a good connection. So I don't know. We lost all my viewers, man. I'm all talking to myself. Time for some crotch view. Yeah. Oh, I should go to bed. Fuck. Oh. By the way, if anybody watches this after the fact, you see that app, Live Me or something. Don't bother with that. They say that there's a lot of people watching you, but like it's a bunch of bots and shit. So yeah. Oh, we got low battery. Low battery mode. Oh shit! I left my damn shit downstairs. Well, hopefully he'll come back. Where'd you guys go, man? Shit. Where'd you go? Teddy milk. Getting all tied up in this bitch. Damn, man. Almost at like an hour of streaming here, man. Dark, where you at, bro? My battery's getting low. You're back. Alright, Dark, my battery's getting low, so I'm gonna have to finish this up real quick. Anyway, so yeah, I thought I heard, like last weekend I stayed up all night. Last Saturday night, I stayed up all night, and I thought I heard some bats or something. And I'll take that back. I thought my wife and my daughter, they went out of town. They went to go see her dad, and I thought that they came back or something because I started hearing like something behind me, and I felt like something was behind me. And I looked behind me, and I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything anymore. I'm like, okay, that's weird. And it was like 10 in the morning or so, because like I said, I stayed up all night. And I don't know why it's buffering on your end. It's telling me I have a good connection now. Hang on. 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 Hang on trying to get my shit to come up. Yeah, it's telling me I got a 4 or 5 bar. You can't hear me or see me on the screen right now. Well, that's wonderful. Can't hear me at all. Huh. Shit, man. How about now? Yeah, like you just popped up now. And we have a second viewer now. Alright, so now there's 2 of you. Who we got now? We have Silent Row. Hi. Should I sub? I'm new here. What do you do on this channel? I usually don't do a lot of, just derpy live streams like this. Unless something's on my mind. But, mainly, I don't know, I guess I started off with gaming stuff. And, do some live stream gaming stuff. But a lot of vlogs and yeah, just vlogs and gaming and live streams, whatever. Anyway, my phone's about ready to die here, Dark, and you were asking me about the Sally house and the dreams and stuff, so I don't know where you left off at. What am I doing in this vid? Hang on a sec. No, it was a cause of screen buffer. Okay, so Dark, can you see me and hear me okay now? It's all good, all groovy and sexy. Yeah, I try and just keep it derpy, and you know it's all about this. Yeah. Dark, where you at, bro? Is it all good? It's all groovy and sexy now. Alright, so Dark, you were wondering about the dreams and everything. So I'm gonna wrap this up real quick because my phone's about to die and my damn charger is downstairs. By the way, the poor connection, we have 2 modems in this house for some dumb reason. Anyway, yeah, about the dreams, it was mostly about the bats. And last weekend I stayed up all night and, because my wife and my daughter, they were out of town. And, we lost Rogue. Yeah, what can you do? He or she might be checking out the channel, you know. But yeah, it was weird because I was having a few dreams about the bats in the house and shit. And I'm like really like terrified of bats. And here I am, I want to go to the goddamn Sally house, of all places. Also, the Veluska house is even closer to me, so check that one out. There's like 8 people that died there, so I think 6 of which are children. So it's a pretty messed up place. And I think you can spend the night there as well. But here's the thing, I want to buy an EVP recorder and you know, talk to the Chamber of Commerce at the Sally. I talked to them before. They said that they don't do Wi-Fi, but I'm like, well, I'm thinking to myself, well, how the hell did Live Sci-Fi do it? So I guess it's a matter of money. So yeah, we'll figure that out. But yeah, as far as the dreams and the whole, what happened after the whole custom homemade Ouija board, the dreams were mainly about the bats. Uh, one bat, like I was knocking them out in my dreams, and one bat like hovered like right in front of my face and shit, and just was like laughing at me. I think it's all about fear basically, because like I'm like really terrified of bats, and I have to have a few drinks to come back up here. You know what I mean? Cause like I took my tennis racket and I started banging on the walls. I'm like, come on, you fuckers, let's go. Like tonight, I had a really bad night, and I was just pissed off, and I was, no pun intended, I'm like, batter up, bitch. So I was ready to knock some fucking bats out. I was ready to go. I actually haven't had any bats, flopping around or anything. They've been in the walls. And last weekend, I was just, because the wife and the kid were out of town, I stayed up all night, and I was watching some World War II documentary. It's really, really good. It was like 2 hours long or so. And, it got to be kind of creepy because they were showing a lot of the death and stuff. Like, they're showing real footage. And some of the concentration camps and people, skinny as hell in there. And there's like a still image, and it was creepy as fuck. And then all of a sudden I started hearing something behind me. Now, most of the times you hear the bats in the walls. You hear a little scutter or whatever. And, but I thought I heard like someone behind me, not a bat, like someone. So I thought maybe my kid came upstairs. Maybe I thought they came back home. So I thought somebody was in the fucking room with me. I'm like, what the fuck? So I turn around and I don't see anything. And that wasn't a noise like what I'm used to with the bats in the walls. It was more of a something like that. This is my little end table here. But it was like behind me. And it sounded like something in the hallway back there. Now, I like a good scare. I like getting freaked out. So I'm like, what the hell was that? And I'm like, I was seeing shit last night too. You were seeing shit last night too, huh? Oh yeah, I can add you as a moderator. How the hell did I do that? I just add you as a moderator. Hell yeah, son. I didn't know I could do that. Hell yeah. So yeah, if somebody's being a dick, you know what to do, man. But anyway, yeah, I had no idea how to do that. I had wondered about that. But it was just so crazy because it got to be like 10, 11 in the morning, no sleep, and I was watching this documentary on World War II, and it was just freaky. And I also like to watch a lot of freaky shit, not just live sci-fi, but creepypastas and shit like that. People that narrate stuff. And sometimes the noise would stop, it would start, it would stop, it would start, it would stop. I'm like, man, I gotta get out of here. And I'd say about 2 in the afternoon, Sunday, I could start hearing them little fuckers flopping around in the walls. 1 or 2 of them, I don't know. And Grudge, the horror movie. That's a good movie. But yeah, I started hearing these one or two of these bats flopping around in the goddamn walls and shit. I'm like, I wish these little bats would just come out so I could knock their ass out. And actually, tonight and last night, I just came up here just like, with a tennis racket. I'm like, let's go, bitches. I'm knocking on the damn walls and shit. I'm like, let's go. Nothing. So yeah. Oh, and another freaky thing. I didn't tell the wife about this one, but two crazy things happened. I was listening to B Busta, one of his stories, and one of which was about a guy in his man cave. Oh, we're getting a low battery again. I gotta hurry this up. Did you tell Animal Control? Yeah, I was quoted like $600. They came out and looked at it, and then all of a sudden, $600 turned into $1,600. I'm like, so yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, I gotta hurry this up because my phone's about ready to die. Yeah, so it would have been last Sunday night, and I was listening to B Busta. His stories really helped me fall asleep, or just any of those guys that read creepypastas. I'm kind of messed up like that. I like to listen to freaky shit. Go figure. So one of the stories was this guy. He had a wife and a kid, and he had a man cave, but his man cave was down the basement where mine is upstairs. So he's in the basement. His wife and his kid are gone, and my wife, she had kind of called up to me, and she had her arm around me, and kind of like around here or so, and oh, how did he put it? He said something like to the effect that the wife and the kid, they were gone. They were out for the night, and the man cave was better upstairs. Yeah. Well, apparently in this story, the man cave was downstairs. So he was all like, yeah, the wife and the kid were gone for the night, and the floors up above this basement are very thin, and so I knew I was home alone by myself. Now keep in mind, this is a creepypasta. This is B Busta telling the story. It's a creepypasta, whatever. Or maybe, I can't remember if it's a creepypasta or a real story or not. But anyway, I kind of chuckled at the whole irony of the whole thing. And now keep in mind, my wife, she fell asleep. She kind of cuddled up to me, had her arm about here, and she was snoring. I can't make this shit up. And how did he say it? He goes, so I had the house to myself, I had the man cave to myself. I was downstairs in the basement and started playing my games. And I thought I heard something, and I chuckled because the whole irony of the thing, and I shook it off. And then I thought I heard somebody walking around upstairs. I shit you not, as soon as he said that, and I chuckled. What are you saying here? Nice hat to all place to yourself then, huh? No, this is a creepypasta narration story. Well, I don't even know if it's a creepypasta. It's probably a true story. I'm not sure. But B. Busto was reading it, and so I chuckled. And my wife was asleep. She was snoring, and she had her arm around me like this, and he was like, my wife, or so I was in my man cave. Could be yeah. Now, so I can't make this up. So I'm listening to B. Busta tell a story, and my wife's asleep, and he says, so I'm in my man cave, and I'm playing my game, and all of a sudden I hear something upstairs. Now keep in mind, the upstairs wall or floor is pretty thin, so I can hear everything. It almost sounds like something is walking around. And I shit you not, I chuckled. As soon as he said that, I kind of laughed at the whole irony of everything. He said, I thought I heard somebody walking around upstairs. And my wife goes, freak me the fuck out, bro. And my wife kind of knows what's been going on. I didn't tell her about what I've been doing with the whole Ouija pizza box thing, because I've ripped it up since then. And she knows about the bats and them freaking me out and shit. And so I kind of nudged her a little bit. I'm like, hey, why did you poke me? And she goes, I didn't get to sleep until like 1 o'clock in the morning or so. I was fucking freaked out, man. It was just so weird. Yeah, she did that. Like, it was the perfect fucking timing. But it was so weird because I knew she was asleep because she was snoring. And he was like, and I was in my man cave all by myself. I can't remember exactly how the story went, but it was like I was in the man cave all by myself. And this is when I chuckled or whatever. And I thought I heard something. Oops. Sorry about that. And I thought I heard something upstairs. That's all it was, just a little. I was like, on edge because of the whole bats and everything else, and I think I had a nightmare that night about the bats and whatever. And yeah. But I've been fighting fear with fear, or that doesn't sound. I've been fighting fear with whatever. I'm actually gonna get because of this whole fucking bat situation. This is probably backwards for you right now. This is an old tattoo. It says, "Punk's not dead." One of the very first tattoos. I'm actually going to turn that into a bat, like a big ass bat. I've had fear with music and video games. Yeah, that too. That's what I was doing last night with some music, man. Some fucking metal. And I was just fucking banging the walls, man. I'm like, I had a couple drinks in me, and I'm like, come on, fuckers, let's go. And I just ready to, no pun intended, batter up, bitch. And, yeah. But no, none of them show their ugly faces. But I told my tattoo artist, I said, make the bat look as evil as possible. It's a brown bear bat. Um, yeah. And so, you know, I show him some pictures of a brown, I think it's brown bear, or maybe it's just brown bat, I don't know. But brown something bat. And he came across a few pictures here and there, and I'm like, that's the one right there. That face right there. That's the one I want. I don't care if you exaggerate the wings or whatever, but make that face. Make him as evil and as ugly as possible. So, as soon as I get that covered up, again, here's the tat. There's the mudflap girl. It's supposed to say "Punk's not dead." A lot of people read it backwards. They always say "Dead's not Punk." Huh? I don't get it. So yeah, I'm kind of sick of the old mudflap girl, and he's saying that he's possibly be able to, pretty much like sleeve up most of my arm there. So I'm down with that. I'm thinking too, on the other side of the arm, I missed what you said. I should change it. Do you mean like change it into the bat, you mean? Is that what you mean? The tattoo? Yeah. I'm actually thinking about also, like, to sleeve it up, because this is bare back here. What I'd like to do is get like a little boy's hand reaching out of water, because drowning is another fear that I have. Because I almost drowned twice in my life, and my dad saved my life the first time, and a friend saved my life the second time because, like, I'm a dumbass and I don't know how to swim. When I was younger, I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 or something like that, and I was ice fishing with my dad, and I saw a dead fish. It was dead, and we were ice fishing. It was dead, and I'm like, well, maybe I should pick this fish up and put him back in the water. And I walked over to some thin ice, and right down into the water I went. My dad, he was kind of overweight at the time, and how the hell he saved my life, I have no fucking idea. I just remember a lot of murky water, a lot of yellow and green. That's all I remember. I don't remember the ride home, none of that shit. So I'm thinking, get the bat up there and get a buoy on this side, some water, and like a tiny boy's hand reaching out. I don't know. Also on this arm, if I do eventually make it to the Sally house, I know this is kind of backwards. Ugh. What you got there? Well, from what I hear, Dark, he got on his belly and he kind of like slid over. Anyway, we got on my right arm here, we got my daughter Brooke here. And then we got the Walking Dead girl from season 1, the crawler. If we do go to the Sally house, what envision here is like the staircase. I don't know if you watched any of the Sally House live streams, but I'm thinking like the Sally House staircase. That'd be kind of cool to sleeve that up. And like at the very top, like right up here towards the ankle or so, have like a black figure, like a 7 feet tall figure. I don't know. That's if I go. Which I do plan on going. If not this year, at least by tax time of next year. No, I never really watched any of the Sunday House. I recommend it. Like a lot of live sci-fi stuff is just them kind of walking around with EVPs and shit and Ouija board stuff and shit like that. They have a lot of static cam stuff that they play for like hours on end, and nothing happens. Which is why I kind of want to go there myself, because they say that entities feed off of fear and they will manifest themselves and, do more shit. But because they're there with a group of people, nothing really happens. But I've seen a few streams where, like 2 of the people are upstairs in a certain room in a certain closet where they've gotten a lot of crazy EVPs with this certain recorder. And I'd love to have the recorder. It's like $900, but I'm gonna do some shopping around and possibly get one here pretty soon. And I don't know. There's a few places around town that I've heard that are haunted. So if I can't make it there, then I'll go around town and see if they'll let me do some shit around here. If not, I'll go to a fucking graveyard fucking at 3 a.m. Fuck it. I've tried, by the way, speaking of 3 a.m., I've tried a lot of the ghost hunting apps on the phone. So, yeah. I've tried them all, man. Even the Ouija